Welcome back, everybody. We are just coming back to you on some overtime. The guys are jumping back on right now. If you are not familiar,
Are we live?
we are live.
Yeah, we are.
Live.
Hey, Ryan,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, let's
do
be
you,
honest.
do you have one of these?
Well, what?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Oh,
you have one of these?
He's got the personalized one.
It's back.
Do you have one of these, Ryan?
Not for me. I have it for Jonas. It's on his
Oh.
crib.
Oh, well, we're gonna
I have mine hanging.
we're gonna have to correct this.
I'm not
horrible
asking if you have a terrible
misjustice.
towel. I'm asking if Mark sent you one of these.
Oh no, my bad. No, I don't have one of those. What the fuck?
Mark,
How
you're a
many-
dick.
Way to put me on the spot.
How many cases?
That was
do I gotta
before he
do
was in
this?
here.
Yeah, but hey,
I
here
just
it
got a
is.
text. I just got a text from the missus that said, "Hey, just so you know, he just let out a volcanic eruption. So don't forget it, or it'll be stuck to his nuts." Oh, round 2 was louder than round 3. I mean, round run. There was a third fart, and I texted her back wondrous.
Oh God. I
love that shit, dude. Like, I love it. Like, it is hard. Don't get me wrong, but like, I love that shit. Like pissing, poop. Like, okay, I'm not being weird, but like,
You are pretty weird.
no, but like my kid, like, oh my God, like it's the cutest thing. And then now that like he like looks at me and he knows who I am, it's fucking amazing. So
All right,
this guy again.
pro tip for you new dads out there,
Okay, here we
because
go.
since we're talking about this, on a baby's onesie, on the shoulders, they fold over themselves. Like there's these little folds in them. So if you have an explosive diaper situation, you can use those folds, put your fingers between them, separate them out, and you can just pull the shirt down over the kid, shoulders down, so you don't have to pull the shit over their head like you normally put it on and off them. So when I found out that, fucking game changing. I didn't find that out to my fourth kid, and I was like, how did I not know this? Although I will say, you've never really lived until you've had to like cut a clothes off of a baby because you're like, this is disgusting. We're just gonna get some scissors and snip, and we're just gonna throw this whole thing away.
Oh God.
I got to plug in my laptop.
Oh yeah, keep the charge going there. Okay, welcome to Overtime, everybody. Overtime is something we do occasionally here on SCB, and well, anything goes, quite frankly. Foul language, and
Really,
takes
it doesn't go on the
I was gonna
regular
say,
show,
language doesn't
though.
Well,
go on the regular
okay,
show.
more foul language.
We don't
and
ever
maybe,
swear on the regular show at
maybe
all.
some takes that we wouldn't do on the regular show. I don't know, but I have a question.
That does
for you.
happen.
Yeah.
That does
I-
happen.
I do have a question tonight, an actual football related question.
oh shit.
All right. If you could change one rule in the National Football League,
Christ.
Oh, this is a good question.
what would you change?
Oh.
One rule.
All pass interference would be reviewable. All of it. Every fucking time. Sorry, Mark.
Okay.
There are some bullshit pass interference calls.
No
Didn't
argument.
they do
Bullshit.
that already?
Spot of the foul penalty that should always be reviewable. That's bullshit. Actually, I would extend it to say anytime there's a spot of the foul penalty, it's reviewable. Anytime.
Okay, Ben jumping right in.
Fuck
Reviewable
yes.
TI anytime.
Reviewable spot of the foul penalty.
All right. Okay. Interesting. Bill says illegal man downfield. He'd get rid of that, I think, is what he's saying. Interesting.
No.
Okay. Well, we see it
I
a lot
wouldn't do
more
that.
now with these RPOs.
With the RPOs, that's basically the quarterback holding the fucking ball too long and then
That's
making
exactly
decision.
what it is. Yeah.
So it's like you're penalizing the quarterback. I'm cool with that, to be honest with you.
Well, what sucks is the lineman gets called for it, but to your point,
Right.
it's the quarterback.
It's the quarterback
fault.
who should be called for it. Right, exactly.
So
So they should just call the quarterback for illegal lineman
Yeah.
downfield on an RPO.
Yeah.
But
quarterback's fault.
the ref
Yeah.
isn't going to do that.
Scarps, did you have a rule you'd like to see changed?
yeah, I don't know how to do this on the challenge side, but I think that all plays should be reviewable and challengeable, and I think you could keep it. I think you could keep it with if you get 2 challenges per game, and if you get both right, you get a third.
Mhm.
But I think that if you made all plays reviewable or challengeable, I think that it would put more of the onus on the head coach to figure out what he wants to actually do.
But he still only gets 2 challenges per game.
Now, so that's my thing is the NFL would say, and I'm just being real because fucking I work there and like I know they're really weird about stuff.
George, no way.
And
I think that's a fascinating point George has.
And I just like I think if you give them more challenges, they might challenge more. So I think if you keep the same challenge,
I think the rule now, you're successful on your first 2 challenges, you get a third.
But
that's a good rule.
Because
I would keep that in place.
Because so Jen, you're right. So
Jen's absolutely right.
So somebody says that's a bullshit call.
That's the Tom Brady rule, Jen.
Are
you familiar with the Tom Brady rule?
He knows.
And somebody says that's a bullshit call. I did not do that, and then they go back and they review it. So like, I think it would make coaches think a little bit more, and you know.
Yes.
Oh man, he's
my wife says.
Dude. BBB is carrying it over into overtime.
Rivers is on fire tonight.
Yeah, I think that there's certain plays that should be challengeable and reviewable, and I know I'm going to say this like
Joe Nicholas.
Do you know who's the guy that is the biggest proponent of that is Bill Belichick, and I know we hate him, but like he's not wrong, and I agree with him on that.
Scarps, are you saying that Belichick is a proponent of having every play be reviewable?
Yes.
That's what he wants. But he's not proposing that they give them more challenges.
Correct.
He's just saying every play should be reviewable.
Okay.
But I get 2 challenges
because
per game.
I can picture.
And if I'm right twice, I get a 3rd challenge.
Yes, because I could picture Belichick, but this is the thing, like if you have that at your disposal, you could challenge 2 no-brainers and get a 3rd one. But I could picture Belichick being like, "Yeah, well, I think he didn't have his foot out of bounds on that first catch on the kickoff or something." Like, you know what I mean? Like it'd be like fucking. Right. But if he got it right, he got it right. Like
right.
I mean, and he sucks, but he's
a good coach.
He's a good coach. Yeah. Ian, you've had way too much time to think about this question, and I'm terrified for what you might be.
I'm not terrified at all. I think it's going to be great. Go ahead.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
The NFL, I'm going to go a little bit off topic and go outside the game itself.
Okay.
The NFL should adopt the NHL's rule that players on injured reserve don't count against the salary cap.
Oh.
So in the NHL, if you have a $5 million a year player, $7 million a year player, whatever it is, go on IR for the time they're on injured reserve. They don't count against the cap. So then you can trade for or acquire another player at a higher salary to fill in a slot on your roster that was taken up by that higher priced player. Now, NHL teams have abused that because it doesn't apply in the postseason. So they'll put high-priced guys on injured reserve and then recall them in the first round of the playoffs and basically have a roster that doesn't comply with the salary cap.
Kucherov.
But yeah, Tampa Bay was like the worst. They were the biggest abusers.
They didn't break the rules though.
You're right. They did not break the rules. They were legally allowed to do what they do. But I think not only would it make teams be able to stay more competitive if you have take the 2019 season, right? Ben Roethlisberger, big contract, gets injured, but like the Steelers don't have any cap space to actually sign anybody.
Right.
So they wind up trading for Minkah Fitzpatrick, who's on a rookie contract, but it would make the NFL trade deadline more exciting. It would give teams more flexibility, and it would give players a chance to kind of move around more, especially those guys that are on big contracts. So that would be mine.
I think it's fascinating.
I don't disagree with what either of the other guys said about replay reviews. And if I had to pick an in-game thing, it would kind of just be figure out what the fuck a catch is, because like we've had 20 different definitions in the last 20 years of what a catch is.
It is.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
I all of you guys know I hate instant replay. I mean,
Why are you
I-
such a bitch, Mark? What's your problem? Why do you
just-
hate football?
I never said that, dick. No, it's
Ooh,
just.
Mark coming out of his shell a little bit on overtime.
Oh, I'm still on vacation, motherfucker.
Ben is pushing. Ben is like this with
He's gonna
buttons
push
right now.
buttons, yeah, he's pushing No, here's my thing. I hate what it does to the game. It slows the game down. It ruins momentum.
It ruins the mo.
The only thing that should be reviewed are scoring plays, and that's it. Done. If somebody
Turnovers.
Nah,
Turnover.
fuck it. If somebody makes a
Turnovers.
bad call, so be it. The players make mistakes every play. Every single play there's a
Turnovers.
mistake made.
You know
so
what?
do officials.
If the officials were full-time employees, I would be fine with that.
Yeah.
They are not. They are not. They are
I'll
a bunch of
concede that.
part-time assholes who
Betting
get
on
paid pretty
games.
well to fuck up games for us.
I will concede that point.
They
I
fucking
do agree with that.
Suck.
Now, everybody knows that's the way I feel about it. Here's my other thing. I want to see on the uprights a bar put across the top.
Oh,
That's what I want to
So
see.
you want to make it like soccer?
Kinda.
Yeah, no,
The
not
kicker-
kinda.
you gotta
Has
put
to
it
put
in
it
this
in the square.
rectangle.
That's a goal.
The rectangle. Yes. I don't get. I look. Think about this.
It would be extended up though.
It probably would, Scarps.
You
You're right.
have to extend
But
it up.
here's my thought. I think it would make shorter kicks a lot more exciting because now the kicker has to get the trajectory just right. Because if he goes too high, it doesn't count. So now you bring in the blocks a lot more often.
Half the time those fuckers just look at each other like, "What do you think?"
Well, I know, but if you bring that added
And I'm like,
dimension in,
that fucker didn't go in.
you get more blocked kicks. I love the block kick. It's one of the most exciting plays in football. I think it would happen more often. That's just my thing. Now, Burner said I want
Burner says
right.
I want refs mic'd up. I'd like that.
No,
like
I
that idea
absolutely.
a lot. I mean,
Absolutely.
they don't all have to be mic'd up. Just the one
Right.
referee, the one head ref, the guy
Yeah.
who's calling the penalties
Yeah.
on TV. When they're in a huddle, they need to have him mic'd up, and not necessarily. They don't need to play it immediately, but we need to be able to watch it later.
well,
We
and,
need to
and
watch
like
that conversation.
what like the XFL and the arena or not arena league, the whatever the
USFL.
USFL did.
Yeah.
That like they actually showed you like what the instant replay guys were discussing. They're like, here's the play,
Right.
here's the view they're looking at, here's what they're discussing. Like
Yeah.
I think for transparency's sake, like that made a lot of sense. And I was
That
like,
was
oh,
awesome.
This is good.
I
Yeah.
agree. The
So,
NHL does that
yeah.
shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't give you like audio so much, but they show you the guys in the play they're watching, and it's like they all get called from one place, so you have some consistency. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Basically, what I see now with the NFL is if there is a replay challenge,
Mhm.
for the most part, the NFL, the vice president of officiating, tries to back his players, or his refs, no matter what.
For
No matter what they fucking called, he tries to find a reason that they called it and call it correct. So that refs are not being criticized. Well, you know what? Refs are fucking human beings and they make mistakes.
Yes.
And they should be criticized.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I mean, the game is so fast that sometimes you can see a lot more when you do it in super slow motion than you can in live action.
Absolutely.
And to Mark's point about hating the time that instant replay slows things down, like probably one of the best sports at it, and I don't watch it that much, but is tennis. That like tennis, you can challenge
Ian's a huge tennis fan.
if a ball was in or out.
He also
and
drinks White Claws like Ryan.
Hold on a minute. Okay, I have drank White Claws before, not as much as Ben has.
And icy light mangoes.
Mangoes are
the icy
delicious.
light mango. He's a big fan.
But at any rate, like, and I know tennis is relatively easy, but it's like, a player can be like, I want to challenge that. They show the little computerized view of it's in or out. It takes like 20 seconds and they're
bang,
done.
bang.
Right. But the NFL, the head ref has to run over to the sideline, has to put on the headset, has to go on the surface, has to look at the play. Like, they could do this. They could expedite the process a little bit of just be like,
as much as I hate VAR in soccer,
Yeah.
I like the fact that the referee is like soap opera as it is. He's like,
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on a
like-
minute. We gotta review this.
Well, and that's the thing. If you're the head referee, I guess you'd be offended if you got taken out of that decision-making process as an NFL official, right?
Fuck
But
those
even-
dudes. They're not
I
full-time
agree.
guys.
I agree.
Fuck them. I agree.
I'm looking at it from
should
the
be
other
a guy
perspective.
from-
I agree with what you're
And the
saying.
other thing,
yeah.
go ahead. The other thing, those fuckers make 6 figures a year. Go look at that. Go look at
To
what
do a
they
goddamn part-time job.
No. They in their regular job they make 6 figures a year. I'm saying
Most of them. Yeah.
like most.
I'm
of them.
just saying they make 6 figures a year to do a fucking part-time job.
Yes. Sorry. Go ahead. Yes. And I'm sitting there thinking like, who gives a fuck about their feelings? You want the best for what's and like, as much as baseball sucks, the fact that they instituted that pitch clock this year, the games are so much faster.
They are faster.
And like you can go to a game now and be gone in 3 hours when like that used to be like the exception, not the rule, right?
It was a great move by
Like,
MLB.
And I believe me, it is hard to get people interested in baseball. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's hard to get people in seats for football too because you got the comforts of your television, your bathroom, your
It's getting
refrigerator,
harder.
etc. But like,
I don't know. Club seats are pretty fucking nice.
Club seats are nice.
I don't know anything about that.
But
You're a liar.
you need to figure out like what like I think the NFL, in my opinion, instead like the NFL needs to make a splash somehow, and instead of doing the things that they should do, they do the things that they shouldn't do. They'll make subtle changes that piss people off, like the kickoff rule, right? Like they'll do these subtle changes, and people are kind of just like, rebel, like what the fuck? Like this is fucking stupid. But like if they actually did something that people cared about, that whether they're at the game or not at the game, I think that would matter. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what the pitch clock equivalency is for the NFL, but they need to do something like that gets people fucking more invested in it.
I'll say this for the NFL, especially when you compare it to college.
I'm pretty
football.
goddamn invested the entire fucking game.
College football is
there's
a
no doubt
4-hour fucking
No doubt.
event.
Yeah.
College football needs to get rid of the
Yeah.
clock stopping after first downs. That
At
would
least
solve
the
a lot of
NFL,
it.
if the game kicks off at 1, you're pretty much done at 4.
Right.
You
The
know.
thing about college football now is every single fucking play gets. How many fucking reviews are there in a college game now?
There's
Too
Like,
many.
seriously,
Yeah.
there are too many. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like every single time, it's like, oh, we're not really sure. All hits and massage watch.
I think Massage Watson's going to be his new name on this program.
I like
wow,
that.
that's
I'm going to
amazing.
tell you
Massage
this. I'm
Watson.
going to tell you this right now. I think Massage Watson's going to have a good season.
Well, he damn
so?
well better. I mean, he's had a full year of
It's only $230
He
million
turns the
guaranteed.
ball over a lot.
Yeah,
He
I'm
does.
good with that. Yeah.
I am fine with that myself.
I'm just saying. I
And
think
the
he's gonna be
fact
all
that
right.
they changed right tackles in Cleveland really makes me happy. I might add, because TJ Watt's probably going, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. They got a left tackle playing right. This is gonna be good. And week 2, okay, he hasn't quite adjusted to the position yet. This is fantastic. Ghost move inside, bang.
Yeah,
Deshaun Watson.
Aaron wanted to know our thoughts on the rumors of Oregon and Washington joining the Big Ten. Why the hell not, Aaron? More the merrier.
I love
yeah.
the Big Ten,
I
but
do
I heard the Big 12 though too.
I am
a
a geographic traditionalist. I'm
So am I.
agree.
Just stick with the people in your region.
I
and
agree.
Just play
This
with
shit's-
them.
I
This
agree.
shit-
USC
this
and
shit-
UCLA going to the fucking Big Ten is ridiculous.
It's
Yeah.
all
It's
TV.
stupid.
Yeah.
It's all about fucking money.
Yeah.
And
It's stupid.
and as and I know Pitt basketball is better than they have been, but the moment Pitt left the Big East for the ACC, killed their basketball program.
Oh, it did. It
And-
absolutely
and-
did. Yeah.
And good for Jeff Capel, because I like it. I like the dude, and I'm glad that they made it back to the dance this year. But like those old school Big East basketball games were fucking death. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, right, like you want to talk about like embodying the Steelers mentality of the 70s about like bring your fucking lunch pail to work. Those Pitt basketball teams were the same fucking way.
Oh, the Big East was
people
those like
were
DeJuan Blair,
involved.
Hashim Thabeet games between Pitt and UConn were just
And and so like it hurts my soul because it's all about money, and yet Notre Dame just fucking sits there and it's like, whatever.
Well,
no big deal.
I don't want to spend any more time on it than we need to.
Sorry, Aaron. What a great question.
Yeah,
Notre Dame alumni have a lot of cash, and they can do whatever the fuck they want, pretty much.
And they love being independent because, as Ben pointed out, I can do whatever I want, and that's what it is. Got the big TV contract, and so be it. But,
they have their own TV contract,
right, and it's just that's where it's going to be. It's sad what's happened to it. It's way different than what I grew up with, but that's life. Things change.
I'm not even that into college football anymore. Like I have a lot of friends that feel like college football is more intense. It's like a higher.
Well, the crowd is
level.
better. I think the crowd is better than the NFL.
It's only because of the student section. I mean, come on.
College football for your regular at-home viewer has become really hard to watch because, like, if you have a team,
I agree,
whether it's Michigan or Pitt or Penn State or Arizona
Michigan
or
sucks,
Oregon or
Ohio State sucks.
Ohio State, whoever it is, right? You gotta set aside like 4.5 hours on a Saturday afternoon to follow your team. Like,
I mean, just to watch Ohio State beat Tennessee Tech at the Horseshoe.
It's a commitment, and I'll be honest, like I always loved the World Cup. I love international competition of any kind, but like that was one of the things that attracted me a little more to like starting to follow European soccer. Was I was like, it starts on time. It's over in 2 hours.
Yes.
There's no commercials. You have like a 15-minute halftime. It's boom, 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 and you're done. Like
I don't think it'll ever fly here, though.
Ian. No, but like college football taking 4.5 hours for a game is just insane.
Yeah,
and like the TV networks haven't figured it out yet. Like I'll admit, like, okay, yes, I have a lot of kids, but like I can put my kids to bed, turn on a game at like 9 o'clock, and the 3:30 games are just or like the afternoon games are just ending. So I can catch the end of like Alabama LSU in the afternoon and then watch the 9 o'clock Pac-12 games and watch like the first half of that and then go to bed before midnight. And it's
I'll say this,
but it's crazy how long they take.
If college football adopts the relegation system,
that would be amazing.
I would love it.
Definitely do pro.
I would be all in for that.
College
we're doing the whole thing with college football.
Yeah,
let's abolish the transfer portal.
Ooh. Oh, I'm fine with that too.
They had 800 players.
It's nuts.
Transfer.
It's absolutely
last year.
Nuts.
800. Now I'm going all sports. All right, but 800 players transfer.
Well,
last year
is right. It's
fucking
all money.
No. It's crybaby bullshit. People are mean to me and they're not giving me enough attention, and so and money, fine, but they're giving me too much attention. They're not giving me enough attention, and I want to quit. I'm leaving. I quit. Bye. Yes. I'm taking my toys and I'm going home.
Yeah,
it's
that's
fucking
exactly
bullshit.
What it is.
It's bullshit.
Yep. And
get rid of it. You sign a commitment, you fucking keep it.
No, still Dad.
Well, I was just going to say, somebody asked about Archie Manning at Texas, and I guarantee you either him or that other kid, was it Ewers or something? One of the two is going to leave.
Yeah.
They're going to leave, and go get some huge NIL money somewhere else.
Yeah.
And be a starter because they don't want to compete for a job at Texas.
Right.
And
Ben's point is exactly right.
The one thing I can understand the gripe that players have with for allowing the transfer portal is that a coach, let's say Lincoln Riley, can go out and recruit guys and be like, yeah, come play for me at Oklahoma. It'll be great. And then like, oh, fuck, USC offered me more money. Well, screw you guys. I'm going somewhere else.
Right.
See ya.
And then Oklahoma hires a different coach and all these players are stuck there after they committed to play with Lincoln Riley. And it's like, so like when there's a coaching change, I can understand it. If it's just like players players being like, well, I'm not getting playing time, so I'm going somewhere else.
Right.
Like that rubs me the wrong way. But when coaches can leave,
there is a rare
there's that.
exception to this, and I just want to point it out. Joe Burrow left Ohio State.
He did.
To go play at LSU. Won a
Because
national
Ohio
championship.
State's terrible.
Because Ohio State and Michigan suck donkey balls. But he didn't want to play there anymore. But
I mean, they have a stadium that's not even fully completed. I mean,
he was like third string.
He was second string. And he left because he wasn't going to get any playing time. And he won a national championship, and he's a pretty good professional quarterback.
It's decent.
But I'm not saying that every fucking guy who transfers has got that shot. They don't.
No, you're not wrong.
Don't.
Oh, no. I mean, there's a lot of guys that'll just disappear.
There are a lot of guys that just fucking quit. They're just crybabies that quit.
And I think
that shit
like,
chaps my hide. Sorry.
Yes. Get you some Utter Balm for that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, let's turn it back to the NFL. We need to get off this college football bullshit here. One guy that you wish you could have on the Pittsburgh Steelers, but he's currently on another team.
Ooh. Nick Chubb.
Wow, a running
back. We could have
really?
Drafted him instead of Terrell Edmonds. He was still on the board. Everyone always goes to the we passed on Lamar Jackson to draft Terrell Edmonds, but what we really did was pass on Nick Chubb to draft Terrell Edmonds because Ben Roethlisberger was still in
any player in the league right now, regardless of whether we can have had him or not.
Now, I'll also say this though. The Cleveland offensive line was significantly better than the Pittsburgh offensive line, though, wasn't it?
That dude when he gets in space is ridiculous.
He's good.
I think he's the best running back in the NFL.
Okay.
Yeah,
any player on any other team right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now we have a call for Nick Chubb. Anyone else?
I'm gonna go with.
Can I say Creed Humphrey?
Yeah, I'd love to have him.
Why the fuck are you? Oh my god! It could be any player in the league. You're picking fucking Creed Humphrey.
Okay, like a center completes our offense.
This is how practical we are. We're thinking of practical things.
All right, fine. Fucking Justin Tucker. I don't know.
So he's going with.
How about a punter?
Scarp's going with Aaron Donald.
Scarps is going with fucking Patrick Mahomes because that's the only fucking logical choice.
Well,
what are we talking about here right now?
All right, yeah, you're right. Patrick Mahomes is the logical choice, but
Ian, did you fart?
No,
no, Ben did.
Oh.
No.
He's claiming he did. He just didn't spell it right, dumbass.
Didn't spell it right?
Isaac just farted. Isaac.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm not being a dick. I'm just being like,
ladies and gentlemen, Rich Eisen has joined the show.
Yes, yeah.
Is Patrick Mahomes not the guy you want?
Well, this is why I asked the question, because some of us are thinking practically like, oh, geez, what's our position of weakness? I was thinking inside linebacker. Go get me the best inside linebacker. You know,
because your quarterback is your linchpin,
right?
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, I'd take that guy in Buffalo too,
or Josh Allen.
I take Josh Allen in a
or
flash.
Herbert or Lawrence.
I like Josh Allen a whole hell of a lot better in the pocket than out of it.
Or pretty much anybody but Kenny Pickett. Are we getting to that? Are we getting to that overtime?
You're just a hater, Scarps. You're just a fucking hater.
I'm a piece of shit.
Well, I think Allen would be beloved in Pittsburgh.
Oh, absolutely.
I think he would be
Josh Allen.
Huge. Yes,
it'd be ridiculous.
Yes, I think
it's
his
Big
style
Ben,
of play
he's faster.
On the other side, though, with apologies to Aaron, everybody's like sucking Justin Fields' dick this offseason, and I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
They were the worst team in the league last year.
Why are you apologizing to Aaron? I mean, who gives a shit? He plays for Chicago.
State.
Who gives a flying fuck? He plays for Chicago.
Like, I don't get it. They were 3-12 last year. They were
money on him
3-14
in Vegas is bigger than who did I see? Mahomes, Herbert, and somebody else.
That's all fantasy football.
Yeah.
Now, part of that is the odds because you get good odds, but I just don't. I mean, the dude hasn't thrown for more than what 2,500 yards.
No,
I think he's gonna be better.
And his offensive line sucks donkey balls, and his run game is kind of meh. And his wide receivers are young and unproven. Fields is not.
Yeah, there's no way I'd bet on him for
They
MVP.
traded for DJ Moore. They got like Chase Claypool, but we know what he is. But like
third best receiver in the league,
fashion designer.
He is third best.
They were
top
a
three,
3-14 team. I mean, what? Maybe they're 7-10 this year.
I just want to go ahead and thank them for trading us that second-round pick for Chase Claypool because
actually we should. Speaking of that pick,
you're banking on Joey Porter Jr. being amazing. Though
we should talk about Joey Porter Jr. because
we should.
He's
I
had a couple
amazing. I just want him to be like consequential.
He's had a couple nice days of practice after he got posterized by
Chase
Pickens.
Claypool
he's
had an
a second-round pick.
Year.
I just want JPJ. You know why Chase Claypool had an amazing fucking rookie year? Ben.
Nobody knew him. Nobody had tape on him.
No,
it was COVID.
Ben.
Oh, that's it.
Ben told him where routes to run and threw him the ball. No, me? Shut the fuck up. Ben Roethlisberger. He was like, run this. You will run this. Shut the fuck up and just run this. I don't want to hear it. Run this. He ran it, and Ben threw him the ball, and he scored touchdowns. Lots of them.
I was at the Philly game. Where he
setting that
4.
aside, JPJ, I just want him to be consequential. I just want him to be a consequential player. I want him to be Terrell Edmonds or better. And I'll be happy. I'm not kidding. I will be happy with that. He's a second-round pick, which is where he should have been chosen. It's fine.
Yes.
It's fine.
Well, to his credit, and I will say, JPJ, after getting posterized by Pickens, which we talked about on the regular show, has had a couple of nice days of practice, and he's had a couple interceptions, and Patrick Peterson did an interview today that got posted, I think with Brian Baldinger, and he was like, and he was basically like, look, JPJ is always in my ear. He's always asking me questions. He's always out there trying to figure out how he can improve his game. It seems like the kid has the right mentality of
everyone to a man has said he's a quick learner.
Yeah.
He's a good student. He wants to learn. He's a sponge.
Yeah.
I'm excited by that too, Ian. I agree with you.
Yeah. I think that he's got the size, he's got the speed, he needs the technique. It's like funny, Bill. My biggest concern with throwing JPJ out there is that he's going to be a DPI machine, is that it's just going to be he's going to commit pass interference every time because he gets way too grabby.
Tomlin talked about that today, and he put it more diplomatically, obviously, but he basically
because Tomlin wasn't drinking before he started talking.
Good point. He said, as we know, obviously there are different rules in college versus the 5-yard rule in the NFL, and hand usage has been a big part of his game, and he's adapting well to that, and he's progressing on a daily basis. So Tomlin seems to be encouraged by what he's doing now. As I pointed out earlier on the regular show when I was more sober than I am now, that fucking circus catch that Pickens made over JPJ that got all the fucking highlights.
Right.
Neither one of those motherfuckers would have gotten away with that shit in the game. There would have been flags all over the field.
No, of course not.
There would have been flags all over the fucking field. Both of them. It was ridiculous. That was stupid.
Going back to something that Ian was talking about, the fact that he's a quick study, he wants to learn all these things. What if I said that his worst enemy could be his dad?
Why?
Just simply because we know the way Joey is. Joey is an intense, get in your face kind of guy, and
Joey seems pretty chill about the whole thing.
I think he is now, and I don't mean any ill intent towards him at all, but we've all. I mean, Joey, when
Joey was playing, I agree with you.
And
Joey was off the fucking rails. He was trying to hype everyone on the team up.
But you can just imagine Joey if JPJ isn't, doing what he thinks he should be doing, getting out there, and getting on social media, doing this, doing that. I mean, I can see that happening. And to me, that's not good for JPJ. And
Aaron,
I hope
if you
I'm
get
wrong.
a Steel City Blitz
I don't
sign
think
on
so.
a WWE event, I think Steel Dad has to send you a care package of a
Oh
whole
my
bunch
God,
of
he'll
shit.
get a huge care
What?
package, and it'll be just for his son, not for him.
Isn't he
What-
already? Yeah, exactly.
what
for
if-
the kid?
What
Wait a
if
minute.
they-
Time out. The whole. Okay.
Sorry, we were talking about Joey Porter, and then Aaron was
Yeah.
like, "I'm going to hold a
Joey
Steel City
Porter
Blitz sign up at WWE."
Oh, I gotta watch
has been
SummerSlam
pretty
now.
chill, and the way he's talked about it, he's like trying to take a step back and just talk to his son about his approach,
Right.
and that's it.
Right.
This should be your approach to the game. Calm down. It's okay. Everything's all right. This is the way you need to approach this.
And that's great by me.
So it's
I'm glad
more
he's done that.
cerebral than it is, hype.
Good.
Yeah. Which I mean, even I'm gonna go back and talk about LeGarrette Blount. Joey was the guy who tried to talk LeGarrette Blount down that day when he was losing his shit and wanted to quit. And he quit anyway. But Joey was the guy who was like, LeGarrette, come here. Talk to me now.
Yeah.
And Blount walked over and talked to him, and he still ended up quitting. But,
Right.
Joey is the guy at this stage in his life who has seen all this shit and is trying to bring these kids perspective. That's what I see now. That doesn't make a good outside linebackers coach, but
Well,
and I think too when Joey was a coach here, I think it seemed to me like he was almost trying to live vicariously through the defense. Like he still wanted to be
exactly
a part
where
of it.
I'm going.
He
Ian.
still wanted
Yep.
to be like on the field, even though he
I
physically
can't-
couldn't.
I
But-
get it.
You mean
I
like
get
that
it.
playoff game in Cincinnati?
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about, Ryan.
That was
Yeah.
fantastic. I want to give a thank you to Joey Porter Jr. for being out on the field.
You mean Joey Porter Sr.?
Joey Porter Senior.
For being out on the field for that game, because
Salute.
just by standing there, he incited those guys. Just by standing there smiling at them, he incited those guys enough that they
Yep.
lost their shit.
You want to talk about
And to Pac-Man's credit, he called him Jerry Porter, but close enough. Close enough. It was
you
close.
know what though? You want to talk about referees and rule changes?
Yeah. No shit.
Referees should have understood the assignment and be like, "Why is Joey Porter on the field right now?"
Did you see how many fucking Bengals coaches were on the field? 7.
That's fine.
7.
That's fine. But
Scarbs, were you still there?
7.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You were there.
Jess, my wife was having a fucking emergency appendectomy back in Pittsburgh, and I'm I'm on Paul Brown
Ow.
Stadium turf.
Now this bears discussion.
Yes.
Do you leave your job
Yeah, good
to
point.
go back to the woman you love, or do you stick with the job? Well, you know what Ryan did.
Before we even left, I told them what was happening,
Yeah.
and they said, "Well, we really need you in Cincinnati." Like Belichick, we're on to Cincinnati. We really need you in Cincinnati. And
Who's they?
Who's they? Yeah.
I'm not gonna name
Bert?
names. I'm not gonna name names.
It was Bert.
But at that time, we didn't know it was an emergency appendectomy. But like I knew she was in the hospital.
You knew something was up.
Something was up. And then fortunately we had friends and family here.
Good.
And it was like a thing. But you know how
And
the
she
old
was getting good care.
she was getting
I
She was
have to say that about
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, and I'm just going to offer some props. There are a lot of very good hospitals in Pittsburgh. I have to say, for like a small market, there are a lot of good hospitals. There's good health care there.
Yeah.
There really
Now-
is.
we land in Cincinnati.
Uh-huh.
She's still at home. And then like throughout it, it's like
Mhm.
I gotta go to the hospital. I'm going to the emergency room. And then it's like, you're not supposed to be on your phone on the sidelines, and it's me just like, fucking making sure everything's all right.
As you should have.
And I just want to be clear right now that was one of the reasons why I left, because there was no work-life balance, because there should never be a work-life balance. You should always live life before you live work. And if anybody's out there listening that is young and thinking like, oh, my job sucks, fucking quit and go somewhere else, because the grass isn't always greener, but whatever. Anyway,
True.
but in that moment, I was just like, I mean, fuck. If we win this, great. If we lose it, I don't give a fuck. I just want to get home, because because the woman that I love is having surgery or whatever.
Yeah. That would be stressful. I'm glad she was in the hospital though.
And then
when all went down.
And then literally it was like, I remember my phone vibrated, and I remember my phone vibrated, and I looked at it, and it was our friend, and she texted me and said, hey, Jess just got out of surgery, everything's good. And I remember like feeling that like this oh, everything's okay. And then I looked over, and like it was right after like that the perfect hit on AB. And like the moment I saw that text, I usually hung by the phones, but the moment I saw that text, I was like, fuck that motherfucker. Fuck it. He's fucking 15. Yeah, so it sucked, but also at the same time, it has.
That's a great story. Really.
The moment you were able to relieve yourself of all that stress.
Once I knew she was okay, I was like, fuck you, Pac-Man Jones, you piece of shit. West Virginia, fuck. I rooted for Pitt growing up. Like, fuck you, and then when Reggie Nelson swung at Mike Munchak, I was ready to fight.
Dude, what the fuck was that?
Right. That's right. I forgot about that shit.
And then I remember the next thing I remember was like, I'm just some fucking PR dude on the sidelines, like standing by the phones, like listening for the phone. Yeah. And I just remember, I don't remember who it was, but I remember somebody saying, whatever we do, win or lose, get the fuck off the field. And
hell yeah.
I don't think it was Tomlin. I want to say, I can't, fuck it. I can't remember. Okay.
Sounds like something Mitch would have said.
I just remember somebody said it.
Mitch wouldn't have given a shit.
And then
Mitch is a big dude.
No, I know he is, but it just seems like he would have been like, get the fuck out of the field.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't remember who said it, but I remember me at that point being like, fuck it, I got nothing to lose right now. I don't give a fuck about anything. Like, the missus is okay. She's out of surgery. And I just remember fucking like going up to like almost the field level and just looking at all the guys and be like, I don't give a fuck what happens. We're getting off the fucking field. The game, and literally Boz lines up the kick and he fucking drills it. And I'm like, when this motherfucker ends on this final play, we're fucking going. I don't give a fuck. Don't shake hands. Don't fucking talk to anybody. Fuck them. Let's go. And it couldn't have unfolded any better.
Are you telling me that PR man Scarpino was like leading the cheers and shit on the Steelers sideline?
No, we weren't cheering. But
well, not necessarily cheers, but you were given the instructions to get off the field in an AFC playoff game?
That whole fucking moment, like that moment when Ben left the game, and like people were throwing shit at him.
Yeah.
It was literally like whatever sort of like beacon of light you could look to. And I'm not saying I'm a beacon of light.
No, I get it. Yeah.
People, like important people were giving directions to everybody, including myself, saying, get the fuck off the field after the end of this game. I don't care.
That's a great
win
story.
or lose. And we won. And we won. And
we won. It didn't.
And we won. And it was
hands.
like, and it was, and we went into the locker room, and I remember this. It wasn't my final year there, but I remember this because it was the moment. It was one of the moments where like I lost my cool in a good way. And I remember I walked into the locker room. I was one of the last people in there, and Darius Hayward Bay in the middle of everybody. I fucking gave him the biggest fucking chest bump of my life. I was like, woo! And like Tomlin fucking slapped me, like, and I was like, woo! I was like, fuck yeah! Like it was that was a very meaningful game. And then we got back, and Jess was okay. And then she's my wife. Obviously, we have a son now, and everything was fine. But I will never forget, like I never acted like I was important or whatever. But like DHB fucking like was like, let's get in here right now, and like it was a great moment.
Well, you know,
awesome.
Tomlin did a really lengthy interview with Jim Trotter, who I think Jim was with like SI.com for a while, a lot of different. He's with The Athletic now, anyway. And what was really cool about it is he talked about just this whole process of being a coach for 17 years. And he didn't talk just about the players or the coaches. He talked about the staff, the support staff, everybody. So to me, as a fan, that's really fucking cool to hear that they let you guys into that locker room and you get to celebrate with them just as much as the players are celebrating.
Well, everybody went into the fucking locker room. You know why?
I mean, I think it's awesome.
Space. It's a safe space.
Well, that too.
It was a fucking safe space.
And like
that is it.
And I mean this, and I'm not saying this to like act high and mighty, but like I was always professional when I worked there. Like,
sure,
these fucking dudes put their pants on the same way we all do. But like that playoff game was like really, really cool. And and I've said this many times. I think that 2015 team had the best chance to actually make a run.
Yeah.
And Le'Veon was out for the year. D'Angelo was hurt. And we beat the fucking Bengals with Fitzgerald Toussaint.
Yep.
And then we went to Denver, and that bullshit fucking Peyton Manning gave himself up on a sack, and then
and then they let him throw the fucking ball. What the hell?
And I just, that was like such a special year. And like, you know, I look back on it because we played in the Hall of Fame game that year, and Sean Sweezum got hurt, and then we had Garrett Hartley and Josh Scobie. And like, I hated my life making bios for kickers that have been in the league for 1,000 years. But that moment, like, even like, and obviously she's still my wife, we have a kid, but like, obviously I was so excited that she was okay. But also I was like, fuck these guys. Fuck AJ McCarron. You know what I mean? Fuck Tech Van Jones. Fuck Vontez Perfect. Fuck AJ Green. Whatever other asshole they had on their team. Like, and like also too, like, you know, I don't hate the Bengals now so much because it's a different regime, right? They got Zach Taylor, and I love Joe Burrow.
I pretty much hate Bengals fans.
So
that's fine.
So I swear to God,
I gotta be honest. I really like it when the Bengals lose because Bengals fans are fucking.
That's
obnoxious.
the problem. Yeah,
they are belligerent fucking assholes,
and we're not.
We're not. Are you kidding me? Steelers fans are super classy.
Yeah,
we're very level-headed.
And always very well educated.
So
totally objective, Ryan. What the fuck is your problem?
But
CBS... I'm just saying. Hang on, I'm making a point.
Yeah,
Bengals fans, I can't stand them. I just. That's why we fucking hate losing them.
Big Ben Burner, you said earlier you would fucking take Joe Burrow out of any player. Now you're giving me shit. Come on, Dad. What are we doing here, man?
I'm just saying. When
actually,
the Bengals lose,
wait. Okay, go.
The Bengals lose, we fucking love it. When the Ravens lose, we fucking love it. When the Browns lose, we fucking love it. And why is that? It's not about the team. We don't really give a shit. Okay, Deshaun Watson's a piece of shit. That's fine.
Massage Watson.
Yeah, that's fine. But it's not the players. We don't hate the players. We hate their fans.
Yeah.
We hate their motherfucking fans.
So
when they lose, we know their fans will be fucking quiet for a week. And we love it. We're like, yeah, well, you suck donkey balls. You lost again. So fuck off.
True
Especially
story.
when the Steelers beat them, we fucking love it.
Tonight on the CBS Evening News, they closed the news with a really nice story about the Bengals punter. Okay. Now,
it's 12:00 something.
Apparently, the Bengals punter takes it upon himself to go and deliver meals to the homeless and to people who are less fortunate.
That's cool.
Really nice story. And so the story gets over, and my wife's like, well, that was nice. I said, fuck the Bengals. I'm like, I don't fucking care. He's still a Bengal. And she's like, oh, my God. And I'm like, well, okay. I hate the Bengal players.
He's
No,
a tolerable
wait.
Bengal.
I hate the Bengal fans.
He's exactly. I hate those fuckers.
That's
I hate
what
them all.
it is.
They're a bunch of fucking assholes. So when they
really
lose, I fucking love it.
That's fair. I would say though that this group of Bengals is more likable than the previous group.
Ryan.
I think that's why.
And why is that? Why are they more likable, Ryan?
Because they're not making cheap shots.
They're not derelicts.
Yeah, they're not a coach that never won a goddamn thing and
that's
he had
bullshit,
stuck
Dan,
around for
off.
1,000 years.
I'm surprised Dan's not asleep yet.
I just
it's 9:00 here. Of course he's not asleep.
Oh, for God's sakes. Look at fucking Aaron.
That Cincinnati
up,
playoff game was a range of emotions.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how it couldn't have been.
I teased this on the regular show.
Yeah. But, Aaron or Ian.
And Big Ben's burner. I love you. You're one of my favorite people on Twitter. But
he's on fire tonight.
You had arguably your worst tweet ever today when you said that pickles are disgusting because pickles are amazing.
But you know what else? I'm going to take it a step further, Ian. Big Ben's burner is a fan of pineapple on pizza. What the fuck is wrong with you, burner? Pineapple on pizza? Seriously? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? No.
Obviously,
do any of the three of you do you guys do pineapple on pizza?
Obviously, if you've never had pineapple on pizza, you're fucking missing life because
fuck off, Ryan. You're wrong.
No,
you're Italian too, that's a sin. It's a mortal sin for you.
Hold your horses here.
It's a fair point.
It is. I'm going to say
I have had it and it sucks donkey balls.
Okay. They
you must be a Canadian.
It's fine on red sauce.
I started some shit here. This
fine on red sauce.
Yeah, you did.
It's really good with a barbecue-based sauce.
You know, Ryan, that's super cool and all, but no. No.
Bruh,
pineapple on pizza is an abomination. A fucking abomination. Bullshit. No one should ever do that. Pineapple is good. I like pineapple. It's good. It's delicious. On pizza? Fuck no.
Barbecue
no.
based.
Hey, Bill just ended the whole conversation.
No.
Barbecue based, mozzarella, ham, bacon, pineapple. And a little spice with a little bit big.
You take a shit on it before you put it in the oven, or what?
Yeah.
That's
really toeing the line between what is and what is not a pizza.
Oh, now we've
like is a hot dog a sandwich? You know
what the fuck? That's bullshit. Anyway, pickles are good. I'm a fan of pickles. They're good.
I love pickles.
Delicious.
Yes.
Love pickles.
That's how I got my situation.
Delicious.
Love pickles on sandwiches and burgers and everything else. Mm-hmm. Pineapple on pizza is disgusting. Big Ben's burner is probably Big Ben's burner is also a fan of boneless wings with ranch.
I like ranch.
Just so you guys know.
Give me a pizza right now with red sauce.
Boneless wings with ranch.
Red sauce. Cheese,
take me a minute. You know what?
Pineapples and pickles, and I'll eat the whole fucking thing.
Ryan,
come on.
Garpino, take me to Minio's. Get me a cheese pie.
Minio's is overrated.
Just cheese. Fuck
it's
you.
It's way too expensive.
We're going to Squirrel Hill. We're going to Minio's.
We're
doing a cheese pie.
You can come to Minio's in the South Hills and be like a block from my house.
Yeah, we can hang with Ian if we go to South Hills. Minio's
is that a block from your house?
Minio's is overrated.
No, it's more than that. It's probably
Minio's is
like
so overrated. It's like $40.
So when I was sitting in that
pizza.
fucking saloon and you wouldn't come and meet me, which is across the street from Minio's.
That was my old
house.
I
ate in that saloon.
My old house was farther away. My new house is like probably a 15-minute walk from Minio's. Yes.
Well, I can.
No, my old house was farther.
Like,
but my house I'm in now is like a 15-minute walk from Minio's.
We're gonna go. We're gonna get a cheese pie.
We're gonna
talk about how great it is. We're gonna drink some beers.
Yeah.
Putting the whole Italian part of me aside,
because he knows it's
you can do that.
Because he knows it's a sin.
I'm half Italian. I'm always Italian.
I want to note this for the record. He knows his whole family disapproves of what he's about to say.
I'm not religious, but I know that's sacrilegious to say I'm not religious as an Italian, but the. So what is it about pineapple that scares you so much?
Welcome to overtime, folks. Scares me? It's not about scaring anybody, Ryan. It's about the fact that it's disgusting.
Why is it? Why is it disgusting?
That should not be on a fucking pizza.
Why?
Ever. Because it's wrong.
Ben, it's 2023.
Bad.
Are you going to be inclusive or not? Or
No, I'm not. I'm not that guy. Sorry. Not that guy.
But
Sorry.
Like, it's fucking pineapple. It's not like pig shit. Like what are we doing
Pig
here?
shit? You know, you never know. That might be acceptable. Pineapple is not.
Oh shit!
There we go. There's Aaron and BBB right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you figured out how to share your screen finally.
Yeah, it only took me 3 years.
Burger, pineapple on pizza is repulsive. You know it in your heart, but you won't admit it. It's fine. It's fine. We still like you anyway, but Jesus,
we do.
Man, you just got to stop doing that.
I get the feeling. I get the feeling that Ben had like a really bad experience with pineapple as a child.
No, I like pineapple. It's delicious.
I do as well.
But not on pizza. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Would you throw a fried egg on a pizza?
Fried egg?
Yeah.
No.
What about scrambled? Would you do that?
No. I
No.
love eggs.
What about some mango? Pizza. Would you throw some mango and some pickles and some?
No. On my pizza, I want mushrooms, Italian sausage. Not much more than that. If you want to throw onions, peppers,
I want to say pepperoni, sausage.
Those are all fine.
Mushrooms, double onions, extra cheese. That to me is a good pie. Actually,
I like mushrooms and sausage. Mushrooms and sausage.
If you go to Minio's, listen. Bad. You can't. That may be actually because you never know. When I was young, this is when I formed this opinion. when you go to when you have, and it's like the combination. It's the Canadian bacon and pineapple. You're like, what the fuck? That's when I formed the opinion. I was like, what the fuck? Why would you do this? Why? Like regular cheese pizza is so good. But where I was going before was Minio's by itself already does like extra cheese on their cheese pie. So you do not want to go in there and ever order extra cheese. Ever. And to Ryan's point about it being overrated, what the fuck is his problem? What? Why?
I think Burner actually, let's bring some levity back to this. He has a good question here.
You going to lean into your mic so we can hear you?
What age is appropriate to bring your son to a Steelers game?
So if you were
here we go, Ryan. So it's an Ian question.
This is an Ian question. So if you were my dad, the answer was 5 years old. If you were me, or maybe I might even I was 5. Because I have my first ticket,
and it was Three Rivers, which was
Three
really
Rivers
fucking
Stadium.
loud.
It
was really, really fucking loud. For those of you who have never been there,
yeah.
Oh my god, it was so loud.
I have my first ticket stub. It was from, I think it was a preseason game in 1991, so I would have been 5 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I basically grew up at Three Rivers
me
Stadium.
also.
Now, if you're me, I think the youngest kid I've taken was 8 or so, give or take, 8 or 9, somewhere around there.
He learned some good words while he was there.
Yeah, I learned. My dad got in trouble once when I came home.
Did your son learn some good words?
Oh yeah, he learned some words too. Yeah.
Did you tell him he couldn't use those words?
Yes, I told him don't repeat anything you hear when you go home. I told him that walking into the stadium. I was like, anything you hear anyone say, don't repeat it. So
listen, don't ever repeat the things you hear in this stadium. Okay,
pretty much, yeah.
This is kind of rough talk.
What happens at Heinz Field stays at Heinz Field, you know.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but yeah, no. So I'd say like for a Steelers game, like 8 or 9, probably somewhere in that range. For a high school game, I've taken all my kids to high school games. So
right on.
Yeah, I have no qualms about taking kids of any ages. I took my 4 boys my four, which are my four oldest. So the youngest one would have been, how old is he now? 5. Yeah, so he would have been like 4 last year. So I took them. Yeah, high school games you can take anyone too.
Oh, for sure.
Steeler games, I'd say like 8 or 9 is probably a good age.
Okay.
Yeah, I just put in
let me preface also.
Yeah.
Preseason is different than regular season.
Oh,
absolutely.
1 o'clock games are different than night games.
Yes.
So
okay, go on.
For a 1 o'clock.
Expand upon this thought. Why?
Why? Because night games, people will just be drunk and belligerent because they've been drinking.
Since 6
Sunday
a.m.
night games, since Sunday night games, people will go down there and just drink all day.
I would even say
the Thursday night and Monday night games, all the usual season ticket holders will sell their seats because they're like, I don't want to fucking go to this game, because people who have. Basically, anyone who has to drive more than an hour to get to the stadium is like, I'm going to sell this game if it's a Thursday or a Monday night game, because they got to go to work the next day or whatever. Sunday night's a little bit of an exception, but never because you don't have to like also work that day and then drive and go to the game and then drive home. But yeah, I think. So but Sunday 1 o'clock games are definitely a lot tamer because there's just less time between when the sun comes up and the parking lot's open and when the game actually happens. So people are less drunk and belligerent.
Yeah.
You get more like usual season ticket holders that are there that are just like, they're still into the game, but they're like more chill about things, right? They're not going to be like totally insane because they're like, I don't want to get kicked out of the game because if I do, I'll lose my season ticket license, versus someone who just bought tickets off the internet that's like, I don't fucking care, I'm at the Steeler game.
The late afternoon games are close to as bad as the night games. I mean, I'm not saying they are as bad, but they're close.
I haven't had a bad experience in the late afternoon.
No. I'm not saying it's been bad, but you could see where it could be because people have been again drinking since 6, 7:30. My son just was telling me his first game. We did a preseason.
What time do the lots open, Ian?
It was Falcons right after they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Whatever year.
What time do the lots open though?
So
that's really when the drinking starts.
Yeah, I think for a 1 o'clock game they might open around 9.
Yeah, like what happens in like a 4 o'clock game? Is it still like 9 o'clock or
the 1 o'clock they open at 9?
What about 4 o'clock?
11 or 12.
Yeah.
But again, still, I mean, like a 4 o'clock game, if you've been drinking for 5 hours.
You can still go down there. You can go down there pretty early.
Remember back in the day, like Three Rivers, people would be drinking at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So?
Well, and the other thing, too, with Heinz Field, like, you can go down to the south side and park down there and start drinking on the south side and take the Gateway Clipper from Station Square across the river for a couple bucks.
But hey, pro tip for everyone that takes the fucking boat across the goddamn river.
Yeah, don't do that. It's fucking cold as hell.
Don't take it back.
Yeah, that's
never, ever, 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 ever.
Never took it, never will.
Back. Never take it. No, Cross River's fine. It's fine. But if you're gonna go back to the south side, which you should stay in, take the fucking train.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Train was good.
Yeah, the train is fine. I mean, except for the whole thing about like shoving people in like it's a train in Tokyo when you're leaving the Steelers game. Beyond that, it's totally fine. Totally fine. And then you only are really, really packed in there like sardines for like the first couple of stops. Then let people get off and you're fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
All right, we have a football-related question.
Burner also.
Oh yeah, we're talking football again.
Yeah,
Burner asked if like what games we're going to this year. So I'll be at San Francisco, Green Bay, Arizona, and possibly Baltimore. If you guys want to also go to the Baltimore game, I have an extra ticket available. So if anyone
January for all of us,
I have one ticket. I have
Uno
tickets next to me.
You can figure it out.
We have two seats. So
who might have 2 seats? My friend Craig.
Yeah. Well. Okay. At any rate, right? if we decide to all go to the Baltimore game, then I will have one ticket and I will have one available for somebody if they want to sit next to me. So, yeah.
Well, I'll get a hold of Craig, see what he's doing.
Yeah. So okay. Now legitimate football question.
Yeah.
What game should the Steelers win, but they will actually lose? Let me tell you. Hold on.
There'll be a bunch of them, and then there are going to be games. There are going to be a couple of games the Steelers should win.
I'm going to tell you right now, they're not.
Hang on. There will be Steelers games that they should lose, and they will win.
They're not winning the opener.
You're a liar. You're wrong. And I'll tell you why.
I'll
tell you why. They don't have a quarterback in San Francisco.
I feel it.
Nope.
They do not have a quarterback in San Francisco.
I don't care. I don't care.
Okay, whatever.
They got Christian
Sam
McCaffrey.
Darnold will start, and he will.
I am going to remind you guys of this conversation. It's gonna be super fun. It's gonna be great. Unless Minka shits the bed and doesn't play in the opener, in which case
that's a whole other story. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree, Burner. If we lose in Houston, we got some real freaking problems.
Yeah, I'm worried about the Vegas game. That's a
kind of drunk.
Weeks 3 and
week
Listen,
3. Look, we gotta.
The Steelers have never. I don't go into the Vegas game. The Steelers have never played well on the West Coast. Ever.
Weeks 3 and 4.
Historically, historically,
we have a Monday
historically
night home
East
game.
Coast teams don't play well on the West Coast.
Yeah,
and West Coast teams don't play well on the East Coast.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's a thing. So.
And add to that, we have a Monday night home game against the Browns in week 2, and then have to go to Vegas to play a Sunday night game in week 3. At
least it's a night game.
At
least it's later. But that gives us a little bit more. A few more hours to recover.
A little bit.
I'm not a fan of this either. Yeah. I agree with you, and it's just and Ian has the whole time zone thing that he'll discuss at length later because we're too drunk now.
Yeah,
but
read my articles on our site.
Do that.
Read
Ian's articles. But the Steelers just don't play well on the West Coast. Now, here's one thing that I do expect. I do expect that. Wait a minute, your fiance is the converted Steelers fan, Burner? What the fuck?
Well, answer the first question first.
Was she a Cowboys fan before that, or what?
I think she was a.
Well, he didn't
Panthers
say converted.
Fan, if I remember correctly.
Now.
I don't know. I followed Burner on Twitter long enough that I'm I feel like I know him, but I've never actually met him.
Yeah, Burner's not.
I feel like I know him too. Actually, what we should do is get together with him and drink.
We should.
Burner's pretty close to Melvin in Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
but hang on. Back to the Vegas game. I do expect that the Steelers fans will make an impressive showing in that stadium. I really
fucking matter.
Really do.
Stadium's going to be full of black and gold. I guarantee you.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say full, but I'd say 50%. Because I lived in the Bay Area for a couple of years, and Oakland fans are ridiculous.
They are, but let's be honest, Raider fans
ridiculous.
don't have big expectations.
When they played the Raiders in 2012 and 2013, lost both games.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of black and gold too. Didn't mean shit.
Oh no, I'm not suggesting that's the difference between
Ryan,
losing.
You're a fucking hater. You're just a hater, Ryan.
Them's the facts. Okay.
I'd like to also mention that Ryan is wearing a Bass Pro Shops hat tonight.
I just want to mention that Ryan's drinking White Claw. And I'm really disappointed.
Listen,
really, really disappointed in him. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Breaker 19, trying to get Benjamin Anderson 58 over there.
Just saying.
Who don't like pineapple on his pizza?
You should not have pineapple on your pizza, and you know it.
That's bullshit.
So
you know I'm right. Shut up.
So as far as a jersey to buy,
question. Yeah.
Oh yeah, a jersey to buy. Is that
a jersey to
pineapple?
So there's
90.
There's the realm
90.
Okay.
Get her a Hall of Famer jersey.
Well, and that's the thing, right? There's the realm of
shut up. He won't fucking
buying jerseys
Both
of
you
guys who were awesome before, like your Troy Polamalu's, your Jerome Bettis,
Polamalu.
Your Hines Ward, your any guy from
Heath Miller,
Franco, your Terry Bradshaw, any of those old guys.
Fuck it. Get her.
Those are all acceptable.
Get her a Mel Blount jersey.
Yeah, Mel Blount, all good. Any guy from the past that was really damn good and won a couple
Hall
Super
of
Bowl.
Famer.
Hall of Famer, or I mean, Hines Ward is still a good choice. Like I still will wear my Hines Ward jersey.
Goddamn right, as you should.
Yes. So even though he won't make the Hall of Fame, at any rate, current players.
But he was a great Steeler. He was a great Steeler. Was he not?
Oh, he was absolutely a great Steeler. He was my favorite Steeler.
Fucking love that guy.
But current players, I agree.
Even though they caught herpes and then spread it around Pittsburgh. But beyond that,
for
it's
God's
totally
sakes.
fine. But it's overtime. It's overtime. What?
All right. I mean, I agree. TJ Watt, Cam Hayward,
nothing nice.
Minka. Personally, I have a personal policy of don't buy jerseys for guys who are on their rookie contract.
Absolutely. That's a long-standing policy here at SCB.
Yes.
Yep.
It's just way too dangerous because you never know what's going to happen. But like your TJ Watt, your Minka Fitzpatrick, your Cam Hayward are all very solid choices.
Personally, I think you go Cam Hayward. Can't go wrong.
Yeah. I mean, Cam. I have argued on this show that Cam is the best Steelers defensive lineman since Joe Green, but that's just me.
Fucking, you disrespect your mouth to Aaron Smith. No, I'm.
You know
drunk.
what? That Aaron Smith is a great jersey, man.
I'm
drunk. That's one you're not going to pull off the rack.
I'm drunk, but
you got to get that one.
Yeah, but you can't get that on like DH Gate.
If you're gonna get a custom made, and I'm not saying you have to, but go with the go-to. Your Bradshaws, your Francos, your Hams, your Lamberts, your Blunts, your Polomalos, your even Roethlisberger. But I mean, if you're talking current, I'd probably go 97.
By the way, did Ben just mention DH Gate? Isn't that a Chinese website for jerseys?
It is. And you can get the Aaron Smith
jersey
there.
I thought that was
the
pedophile ring.
That's Pizzagate. Oh wait,
Speaking
no.
of Aaron
That's
Smith,
do pretty good jerseys.
I'm a piece of
Speaking
shit.
of Aaron Smith, he's going into the Hall of Honor.
Pizza shit right here by saying that.
Aaron Smith's going into the Hall of Honor.
Oh, that's super cool. Yeah. So all I was trying to do was like give people like an alternative, like an affordable Aaron Smith jersey. That was all. That's it.
I like it. I've
like
ordered
45.
I admit it.
$45 ish to get yourself a custom jersey.
Yeah.
A 91 with Smith on the back. That's actually a pretty fucking badass jersey. It's kind of a deep cut, even though Aaron Smith was a great fucking player. You know, for your Johnny come fucking latelys, they will not know who that was.
What's the best custom jersey to get? That's obviously.
I'm gonna go last on this.
Okay. All right. I got the answer.
Okay.
You're wrong.
No.
I definitely have the answer.
No.
All right. So my one regret as a Steelers fan is that I never got an Alan Faneca jersey. I
thought you had one.
No, I have a David DeCastro jersey.
Oh,
I do not. So I have a 66, but it's not a Faneca. And like, I always wish that I had a Faneca jersey, and I had a Bettis jersey. It was Bettis and Ward for years in the mid 2000s, and I just never saw the need for another one, and never got a Faneca jersey. I have a Levon Kirkland jersey. That's an old throwback.
What's
Dan wins. Dan wins right now. Dan wins.
Ian,
yes.
Do you got the white Levon Kirkland?
I have a black Levon Kirkland.
I have a white Levon Kirkland.
That's amazing.
That is my fucking prized possession.
That's amazing.
That's outstanding.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, no, I had
a Levon Kirkland's pretty badass.
I had I had Bettis and Ward for years, and I after Faneca left, I always regretted that I never had a Faneca jersey.
Okay.
So that's my one regret.
That's yours.
Ryan, what's yours?
What's my regret?
You don't have a regret.
Well, a jersey that you could get customized that is off the beaten path.
Mark, what is your jersey that you want?
Well, it's not so much that I want it, but I think it would be a badass jersey to get.
Go ahead.
Chemo von Olhoffen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be a badass jersey.
I think Chemo would be great.
That's a deep cut right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go
especially in Cincinnati.
Way the fuck off the beat.
I'll go after you, Ben.
I'm going to go wait. You going to go after me?
Oh.
All right.
You want to go last?
I want to go last. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I have a Levon Kirkland white jersey.
We
Badass.
interviewed Levon once.
I have a Vince
We did.
Williams white jersey for
So
the same reason.
a guy that I loved, and he was only here for a short period of time, but I'm June 11th, so if
Bed tape.
if you double, fuck that guy. But if you double 11, you get 22.
Williams.
John
No.
L. Williams.
John L.
No!
Williams. Yeah. that's
John
good.
L. Oh my God, it's a great pick.
That's
a
That's a
great
great pick.
And I just like I always loved it because it was double 11, and
Oh,
he was
I
only
fucking
here.
John L was a
love
good
John
dude.
L.
Came here.
John
from
L was a
yeah.
great player.
Came here from
great.
the Seahawks.
An exaggeration. He was a really good player. I really loved him.
And I remember growing up, I don't if anybody's still listening, but like I had like I don't remember who made it, but like I had a Steelers equipment locker. Do you remember the little plastic?
It was made
bullshit?
by a company called Franklin.
Yes.
Yes.
And was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I had a piece of shit like little Steelers locker, and you got like the stickers and the decals, and I remember.
Were they the ones in the J.C. Penney catalog that you get the helmet and the
Probably.
jersey from too?
Absolutely.
Yes,
And
I had a
remember-
Steelers and a Dolphins one because I had the Dan Marino Dolphins one.
And I remember I put 22 on there, and instead of Scarpino, I added an S to it because it was Williams. Scarpinos. I was fucking all about John L. Williams. I fucking love that guy.
That
That's
dude was
awesome.
cool. Yeah, Dan Kreider was my other one who I was like,
Dan
if
Kreider's a great jersey.
I never had it, but I was like, like Fanek is my big regret, but like Dan Kreider's probably second. That I was like, fuck, I wish I would have had a Dan Kreider jersey.
That is so fair. Like both of those are great jersey choices.
When John L came over, wasn't Seattle still in the AFC?
Yeah,
Yes.
he was.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's how long ago that
He was a badass dude.
I love that guy.
As I look up this guy's stats, he had 5,000 rushing yards. And
John L did?
Yes.
Holy shit! I would have never guessed that.
He had 5,000
I would have
rushing
guessed
yards.
maybe 1,000.
5,000
John L, when he was in Pittsburgh, was a great blocker and a good receiver.
Are you ready for this? Total yards from scrimmage, 9,600.
I would have.
Oh yeah,
so wrong on that.
He was a good player. I liked him.
And back when I was like 7 years old, I didn't fucking know any of that stuff.
But you just looked at the guy and you're like, this guy's exciting.
Like
He's
I was
exciting.
Like,
like me as a little kid, and I'm looking at Lynn Swan, and he's like jumping.
Yep.
Lynn Swan's jumping, and he's like his feet are like up on a guy's chest. They're like this high. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? How is that possible?
After Ben answers this question, I have a follow-up question. So go ahead, Ben.
Okay, what? Oh, am I answering the question now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go completely off the beaten path.
Oh boy.
I once saw a guy. This is the greatest jersey ever of all time, ever.
Moon Mullins.
Nope.
Also,
not even
the Hall
close.
of Honor.
Nope, not close.
Wow.
He was wearing a Bumblebee jersey, number 69,
of course,
and the back plate read "Your Mom."
Been there.
And I was like, "Oh my fucking god! I have just been housed. That was wow, dude. I just can't even.
Oh.
Wow. I need to get one of those. I need to figure that shit out. I need to figure it out because that is the greatest jersey I've ever seen in my entire life. And I can't take credit for it because I didn't come up with it. I didn't.
Right.
But holy shit.
That's funny.
Wow. That is the greatest Steelers jersey of all time. Ever.
Oh God. You gotta have some stones to wear that too.
That's what I'm saying.
That's funny.
All right. Follow-up question.
Yeah.
And I would appreciate the people in the chat too chiming in, but if you could own a jersey from one non-Steelers player, who would it be?
Nope. None of them. I gotta pee.
I already have mine.
Okay. I have one too. So
I'll answer that directly. No, he won't. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I
I own a jersey of a non-Steelers player.
I appreciate you trying to get us back to football, Burner.
I
but
don't.
No, I don't think so. I just don't see it. Maybe franchise tagged 1 year, but that's it.
Yeah. No, when I was a kid, I loved Jerry Rice and the 49ers, so I own a Jerry Rice 49ers jersey.
Okay.
Which I'm kind of like now as an adult, even though I'm a Steelers fan, I'm like, greatest receiver of all time. I'll let it slide up.
Yeah.
Myself, so yeah.
I mean, this is even deeper. I have a Larry Fitzgerald Super Bowl 43 jersey.
What?
Wow.
Because I loved him that much, and I felt that was his only and best opportunity to win it all. And they were close, but it's a white Cardinals jersey because they wore red in that game though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I have the white one.
Okay.
And that makes its appearance maybe once or twice a year, depending on how drunk I get. But
Burner has a Josh Allen? What the hell?
Wait, Burner, do you own a Josh Allen, or is Josh Allen the guy whose jersey you would buy if you had to buy a non-Steelers jersey?
Yeah, that's
a legit.
I was gonna say I own that one.
Yeah,
Why do you
I own a
fucking
Jerry Rice
non-Steelers
49ers jersey.
Okay, that's fine. A Jerry Rice 49ers jersey is acceptable because not only is he not playing anymore, Jerry Rice as a football player is a top 5 football player ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Football player.
Yes,
not wide receiver.
Absolutely.
Football player.
212 touchdowns.
And I've probably had that since 94, 95 time frame. Like I bought it when I was a kid, and I was
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So the year I got my first authentic Bradshaw jersey, which of course back in the day getting an authentic jersey was huge.
Oh yeah. Not
my
How
brother
old were you?
My brother, probably
LT. Good call, Dan.
That's a great
18,
call.
maybe
LT 's a
18,
great
I
call.
think. My brother remember this guy, Haywood Jeffries.
Oh fuck yeah! From the
from the
Houston
Oilers.
The Houston Oilers.
Yes,
wide receiver.
they were the same number, 84. So he got
all
that
he would
jersey.
do he would run 9s and 7s.
Yes, absolutely.
And Warren Moon had the prettiest long ball I've ever seen in my entire
and that dude was always on the other end of it.
Warren Moon was ridiculously talented at the long ball. It was stupid how good he was at it.
Especially when he was quarterbacking the Edmonton Eskimos.
I'm just saying that dude when he was in Houston
he was good.
Ridiculous.
Is Warren Moon the Dr. J of the NFL?
I mean, Dr. J is a top 15 player all
Dr.
time.
J won a title, though.
I want to say Dr. J was better.
Dr. J spent years in the ABA.
No, I see where you're going, Scarps. I think
but
it's
Dr. J was
call.
better than Warren Moon.
Yeah, I think Jay, because he got that NBA title, it's a little different.
Yeah.
But I like
that
the
And
analogy.
Dr. J had rules set about him because he changed the game. There were a lot of things that were Dr. J was
he was Jordan before Jordan.
Is Kurt Warner closer to Dr. J that he spent years in another league and won a title?
How dare you even fucking speak that name with Dr. J? Okay, I was trying to be respectful of Dr. J.
I'm going to agree with that. I think Dr. J is better than
Warren.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even though I do believe that Kurt Warner is a legitimate Hall of Famer. I believe that.
Yes,
y'all fucking tripping on that one.
Yeah. Can't argue that.
Whatever.
If Kurt Warner's a Hall of Famer, like Ben Roethlisberger's a shoo-in, though.
Oh, my God. It's not even close.
Yes. Yeah. So I was just trying to think of a guy who spent time in another league and won a title.
Right.
Ian, I'm drunk.
So am I. Congratulations. High five.
I'll allow it. Okay.
High five.
You're better than that.
We're all drunk.
I am better than that. You're right.
Why are you better than that?
That was a horrible comparison.
He likes pineapple on pizza.
He doesn't. He hates pineapple on pizza. He's actually a good person, unlike yourself.
Warren Moon was.
He's not going to hell, unlike Ryan.
Warren Moon was the Doug Flutie of Kurt Warner's.
Oh man,
that's fucked up, Dan.
Wait a minute.
That is fucked up.
I got a bone to pick.
He's better than that.
Have you ever seen those stupid ass commercials with Frank Thomas and Doug Flutie?
Yes.
For Nooch or whatever. Fuck it or whatever.
For the hard-on pills.
And she likes it too, whatever that
They're hard-on pills.
Yeah. there's a graphic that pops up when they show Doug Flutie. It says Hall of Fame quarterback. He's not in the NFL Hall of Fame.
College Hall of Fame.
Yeah, college Hall of Fame he is. But don't try to fucking fool me.
Notice how they don't specify which Hall of Fame he's in.
Exactly.
They just say Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yep.
You know who else is a Hall of Fame quarterback? Tim Tebow.
Yeah, exactly. College Hall of Fame.
And deservedly so in the College Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Not in the NFL, but deservedly in the College Hall of Fame.
Yeah. No,
So,
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Tim Tebow sucked. And the fact that he beat us in that playoff game, oh my God, it still chaps my hide.
Mark, did you answer the non-Steelers jersey question?
I didn't. Oh, I did, didn't I?
You said no one, Ben, because you just suck. So
I boycott that.
Yeah.
No, never. Sorry.
I'll be honest. I mean, I was always a quarterback guy, and the one guy I would have wanted was Dan Fouts.
Fouts?
Yep. I loved
Fouts.
I just loved the way he was so simple. He dropped back and he gunned it. You know, it's like he had John Jefferson.
He was good, and he was a cocky motherfucker, and I loved him.
Pointer, and I just loved the way he played. It was to me, it was just very simple. He was just a quarterback.
Interesting.
You know? But he would have been probably the other guy that outside the Steelers guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I would have figured you for like a Jake the Snake guy.
That would be no. Aaron said, "Am I allowed to get a JT Barrett Steelers jersey?"
No.
Well, he was on the team for a month.
He was on the team for a cup of coffee. No.
Aaron, if you want to spend your money, we can't tell you how to spend your money.
That is true.
But you would be wrong. It's kind of like Ryan ordering a pizza with pineapple on it
and barbecue sauce.
And pineapple and barbecue sauce.
How about red sauce, pepperoni, and
pineapple?
No. You're all fucking tripping, man. You're all fucking
No.
Bro.
The fuck?
Ben, do you eat barbecue pizza though?
Yeah, I mean sometimes, but the chicken and whatever on it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What was the best pizza you guys ever had?
Best pizza ever.
Okay, I got an answer.
I have an answer too. So,
all right, go ahead.
All right. So mine, as you all know, that I'm a Duke basketball fan.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a horrible human being for bringing it up.
I am, yes. My sophomore year of college, I had a friend from high school who went to Duke, and they went back to school after Christmas break a week before I did. So he was like, "Yeah, come down. We'll hang out. We'll go to a basketball game. It'll be a lot of fun." I was like, "Yes, this is amazing." So we went to this pizza place on Duke's campus, and they had a like meat lovers pizza that had like 5 or 6 different kinds of meat on it, and it was amazing. Yes.
Cool.
So the meat lovers pizza that I had there was probably the best one I've ever had. I think it was like pepperoni.
The Domino's or Pizza Hut?
No, neither of those. It was a local like chain. It was a local place that wasn't a chain.
It wasn't Pizza Hut?
No.
Little Caesars?
No.
It was Ducanos.
No, it was a local Durham establishment.
I'm just saying it was a Duke basketball game, so it must have been really shitty pizza.
No, it was in the week that I was down in Durham for the basketball game, but
who knew those North Carolinians could make pizza?
Yeah, but it was it was like pepperoni,
horrible.
ham, bacon, sausage.
It was probably like Peter Piper pizza.
Oh God!
He just thought it was good.
Aaron should be banned from the show for this comment.
Basically, any kind of meat you can think of. There was like 5 or 6 different kinds of meat.
Actually, Aaron should be banned from the show.
Yeah, he needs to be banned for that comment.
Yeah. But wait, hold on. Speaking of Little Caesars, though,
here we go.
There used to be.
How drunk do you have to be to think Little Caesars is good?
Hold on a minute.
I'm almost
the value
there.
of the hot.
This drunk.
Well, when you got to feed 18 people, Ian's going to go for Little Caesars.
A little bit drunker.
When my first job, my first like full-time job that I had out of grad school, I lived in an apartment that was probably like 3 blocks away from the job. And in between there was a shopping center where there was a Little Caesars. So on my way home, I could stop and buy a $5 hot and ready and go home and eat it. And it was hot and ready whenever I wanted.
Been there
at quite a good value.
Well,
so I will not disparage Little Caesars because I have partaken in many $5 hot and ready.
But it's not good pizza.
No, but it's $5 and it's hot and ready.
Good pizza. It's on a par with the pizza we had in second grade, where they had pizza day, and we were so excited that it was pizza day, and they were throwing that shit out on a tray, and we were like, "Oh my god, it's pizza day!" It's fat.
Look like but that stuff
right
looked like
there,
a strip of sandpaper.
Right there.
Though.
It might be a tiny step above second grade pizza.
It's a little bit
right there on a par.
It is hot and ready though.
It is hot and ready, and it is a good value. I'll give you that.
Yes.
So,
well, what I was going to mention was that
who hasn't talked about this?
Ryan hasn't talked in a while.
Yeah.
Ryan, what's up?
Yeah, go ahead. Ryan.
Which pineapple pizza was your favorite, Ryan?
Oh, you're a dick.
Was it the one you had with Mason Rudolph?
Well, okay, so you look foolish because I didn't work with Mason Rudolph, but that's fine.
I feel so foolish. Oh my god.
I would say we stayed in Jersey City a couple times when we played the Jets, whether it was in preseason or regular season, and I don't know the name of the pizza place, but all I remember was being pretty trashed, and somebody ordered a pizza.
That always makes it better.
It was
always makes it better.
It was a pepper.
Why lie?
When
you're drunk, the pizza's always better.
It was a pepperoni and mushroom from somewhere.
Oh yeah, mushroom on pizza is amazing.
The fucking it was like New Jersey, New York slices. It was huge, and
that's the elementary school pizza that I remember right there.
I just remember downing a couple of those and being like, "All right, I'll be fine." Yeah.
Okay. Well.
All right. This comment, I can't even.
Oh man, you know what? All right. You know what? Listen.
Dan with a comment of the night.
Dan,
fuck yes, that's awesome.
Dan, if you're gonna say that shit, I was nice on Twitter the other day when you said, "Am I crazy that Joe Walsh made the Eagles better?" You're fucking crazy because Joe Walsh made the Eagles worse. Okay.
Oh wow.
All right, wait.
All right. So hold on.
Mark,
Ryan is
did you talk about what your favorite
pizza
pizza was?
I haven't yet. No.
Go ahead. Because I have to tell a long story about my favorite pizza.
Well,
and you guys are gonna laugh your asses off. But go ahead.
All right, hurry up. I gotta go to bed.
Well,
I just wanted
only 1 a.m. where you are.
It's only 1 a.m. My kid has shit his pants for 2 hours now.
Oh yeah, all right.
And I gotta get up in the morning.
I just wanted to pull that up real quick.
Fuck you all. I love you, Dan.
That's not very nice.
Okay. Well, look, the best pizza I've ever had has to be Gino's in Chicago. I mean, it's literally.
You guys are all so serious.
This thick. It's absolutely amazing.
Ryan's told the best story ever of the three of you.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just going with the best pizza ever. I'm not going to go with Little fucking Caesars, or whatever the hell it is.
Or Bruce Springsteen's Pizzeria.
Actually, that's not true. Actually, the best pizza I ever had. Thanos Lamplighter in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It's no longer there. But it was amazing after Michigan football games there.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to Seattle.
That was your first mistake, but go on.
About
he went to see Nirvana.
Yeah.
2000. No, Nirvana was done then. It was like 2000 and
terrible
5 or 6-ish. I can't really remember when it was. And we went into a strip club.
Overrated as hell.
So we went into a strip club, and a stripper in there picked a fight with me. she picked a fight with me, literally. Like walked up to me, like was like talking to me, and then like started getting angry and yelling, shoved me. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, she was trying to get my attention, and I ended up like going home with her and fucking her. So yeah. So
and
no, hang on. We're not getting this one part now.
How does this relate to pizza?
Where did this
Time
come
out!
from?
You guys shut the fuck up.
What was her stage name?
Will you guys shut up?
What was her
So we
stage
get
name?
done. Here's the punchline. We get done, right? And she looks at me and she goes, yeah, I'm good. You can go now. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, haha, whatever. We're friends now, right? She's like, no, I'm serious. Get the fuck out. Seriously.
What was her stage name?
I don't remember. Anyway, she's like, get the fuck out of my apartment now. Get
Destiny.
out. And I was like,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I leave her apartment and go get a pizza. And it was simple. It was like pepperoni and mushrooms and onions or something. I can't even fucking remember. It was like 9:30. And I was like, well, fuck it. I'm going to get a pizza. I don't give a shit. And so I went and got the pizza. And that was the best pizza I've ever had in my entire life. And it was Domino's.
Hey, listen. Pizza is in the eye of the beholder, okay?
That's fine. But the pineapple does not belong on pizza.
Stage,
but
pineapple.
Post-sex pizza is really fantastic pizza, especially when the chick kicks you out of her house. She's like, oh, yeah, okay, that was great. I'm good.
Up next on the main stage, we have
out.
Benjamin, and on the side stage, we have Destiny. There we go.
So that was the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
Am I to understand
Bar none.
that Ben was forced to do a walk of shame?
There was no shame involved in that. I was
there
proud.
been.
In fact,
I've walked many times, but no shame ever.
I walked out of her apartment complex, sat down on the steps, and was like, I wonder if I can find a Domino's that's still open. It was on my phone. I was like, oh, there's one.
Aaron, do you
called
listening?
him? I was like, hey, I need a pizza. Can I pick it up?
know, Aaron needs to get to bed. He's got like 8 kids himself.
Well,
he needs to get to
too.
bed.
I gotta go better. Aaron, you got DP doughs in Columbus? You know what a DP dough is? Aaron.
A DP dough?
DP dough, like double penetration.
Double
dough.
penetration.
Aaron knows exactly what I'm talking about. DP dough has saved my life more often times than not.
You've been double penetrated more
yes.
times than you can talk about.
It's 2023. I can do whatever. Whatever's going on.
Aaron just said yeah and yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Aaron, you know what I'm talking about. You get a little drop zone with a little butter sauce, whatever.
What is that? What is DP dough? What the hell is that?
DP dough is a fast food calzone chain. So it was better than a pizza.
Is that in Ohio?
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what, Ryan?
Ryan, have you ever been to White Castle in Indianapolis?
Yes.
I've been to
I have
restaurants.
too.
I've been to restaurants that I ate at drunk
That is the
when
shit.
I was sober. And by the way, listen, all of you, if you think a restaurant's really fantastic when you're drunk, don't go back when you're sober.
Yeah,
that's a
2000
mistake.
That is true.
2011, that was a Sunday night game in Indianapolis.
Yeah,
Circle City.
We were facing Kerry Collins and Curtis Painter, and we made it interesting. Of course,
yes,
I remember
we did.
this game. Yes,
of course we did.
Yep.
The night before, we went to White Castle in Indianapolis, and
who paid for all of that?
And it was a combination between the Griswolds when they get lost, and when the folks from Animal House go to the Dexter Lake Club, and
the White Castle
we dance with Joe Dates, and like I was like, holy fuck, we are gonna die.
The White Castle in Indianapolis is literally on the other side of the tracks. Like I was there.
It was rough.
2007. Outside the circle.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you were telling me this story before, and you told me the assistant offensive line coach paid for everything.
That was in Carolina. Get your story straight, Ben.
You're right. Sorry.
That was totally
I fucked that up.
In Indy the summer of 2007 for a fraternity conference because I was still in college, and we were really drunk one night. We're like, let's go get White Castle. So we walked from our hotel, which was like wherever we were staying in downtown Indy. It was right across the street from the RCA Dome where the Steelers had just beaten the Colts like the year before in the playoffs.
Yep.
And so maybe it was 2006, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And we walked literally under train tracks to go to this White Castle,
yeah.
and there's like, hookers turning tricks outside. We go
no
in,
doubt.
and we're like, okay, we just want some burgers here, and like, there's a guy like, we literally walked in, and there's a dude like banging on the men's room door, like, I gotta take a shit, open this fucking door right now. And it's just like, we're like, what the fuck did we just walk into? And this dude like wound up going into the women's room to go to the bathroom, and we're like, what the fuck is happening? We just wanted to like, we're just like, we just wanted some burgers. But yeah. Dude, so yes, I barely remember that. Is the level of drunk I was I barely remember walking to the White Castle in Indy at like 1:00 in the morning.
That happens.
It was four.
Occasionally there are some deleted scenes. It happens.
Yes. Yeah. There were 4 of us. There were 4 of us, and I remember being like, "Holy shit, we might die!" But
yes.
I need some sliders right now. Like it was like it was make or break, because the fucking joint not far away, I can't remember what it's called, but there's a joint in Indianapolis that sells Long Island iced tea pitchers.
Oh,
not pictures, pitchers. And they have a variety of them. Dude, I can't believe I made it that night and to watch Curtis Painter and the Steelers.
Was this before the game or after the game?
How much did those pitchers cost?
Before.
Back in the day, I don't remember, but I just remember I remember reeking of Long Island iced tea the next morning when I woke up. I didn't reek of sliders or belly bombers from White Castle.
No, you're gonna reek
of
the iced
of
teas.
peach Long Island iced teas.
Yeah, those our go-to bar in the small Pennsylvania town where I went to college sold $4 pitchers and $3 Long Island iced teas, and like you could take $20 and just get blasted, and it was amazing.
Because I was still an intern at the time, and I remember Art walked up to me. He was like, well, Ryan, your breath smells like Exxon and Amigo, but
oh man, yeah.
And Dan was like, "Hey, relax. He's just having fun, I almost died, Mr. Rooney, but that's no
there
problem.
were many nights in college when I went to the penny bar and just bought a pitcher, a $4 pitcher of beer, and which was either, they only had like 2 things on tap. It was either a Yingling Black and Tan or
that's a good beer.
It is a good beer.
$4 a pitcher?
Yes,
yeah.
$4 a pitcher. It was
Black and Tan?
It was Yingling Black and Tan or Miller Genuine Draft. So not
Yingling Black and Tan.
Yeah, that's not even close.
Yes. But like you could get a $4 pitcher of Black and Tan.
Yingling Black and Tan for
$4. Yes.
I'll just have my own. I'll just drink out of this.
That's what I did. And I would drink the whole pitcher in a night, and it was amazing. Yeah, that was the best bar. And I remember the year. So the guy who ran it, his name was Jimmy, and he had run it forever. Like he was a town legend, but like he had rules. Like if he ever caught you there underage, you were kicked out forever, for life. So like no underagers drank there because they knew they'd be kicked out for life. So it was like, we got to wait to go to the penny bar. So there was never like the total belligerent underclassmen drunks there. It was always like the juniors and seniors that were 21, and it was the chill place to go. But it was and you weren't allowed to swear there either. If you swore, you got kicked out and you were done. So
what the fuck kind of bar is that?
Jimmy had his
fuck kind of bar is that bullshit?
Hey,
had rules.
Jimmy had his rules, but Jimmy also sold $4 pitchers of.
Don't touch Jimmy.
Actually, it's a really good point. He also sold $4 pitchers of Black and Tan.
Yes, and you could buy like a $1 kielbasa sandwich or like pickled eggs for 25 cents.
Yeah.
Or
I gotta say, like drinking in Western Pennsylvania is really cheap.
Yeah,
it just is.
It is.
I'm a fan. Like
it is.
Yeah, I remember the year that Jimmy had to raise the price of the pitchers to like $4.50. He was like, "Guys, I'm losing so much money. I got to raise the price." And we're like, "It's okay. We understand. Like,
Yeah.
we're spending $5 and tipping you the rest anyways.
Jimmy,
like, it's
I
okay."
got you.
Yeah.
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 The fact that 10 people
Jimmy has
are
retired,
currently
so
live watching the overtime after
This is
almost 2
ridiculous.
hours is
You guys are the
fucking
best.
insane.
Cheers, brothers.
Thank you so much to
Ancestors,
everybody.
whoever's out there.
You're amazing. We love you. And we're going to start wrapping things up here. This has been
shit.
overtime on SCB. We've talked about just about everything, and most of those things have not been anything related to the Steelers, but that's okay. That's what overtime is all about.
So all of
Hopefully
you guys
talk
that
to
stuck
viewers.
around and hung out with us, you need to come to Pittsburgh and have drinks with us, like
Right.
before Steelers game, because I want to drink with all of you.
Yeah, eventually it's going to happen.
Yes.
But anyway, we will end this one.
Oh,
This
wow,
has
it's
been
1 a.m. there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed.
Yeah, I got
Scarps actually has to work. And I
Why
think
do you
Ian
guys have
does
to work
too.
tomorrow? No problem. I have to work tomorrow too, but it's 10
Well,
o'clock.
before I
here.
work, I'm about to change my kid's diaper. When
10
we're loaded.
a.m.
Okay.
10 p.m. here.
Anyway, thanks so much. This is the SCB Steelers podcast overtime, presented by Deck Roofing Incorporated of South Florida. And hey, go Steelers!
Ravens suck donkey balls.
Pineapple on pizza is legit.
Fuck off, Ryan. You're